many notes and so many people respond last night. It was fun. I did a Zoom call after my presentation that I showed people on TikTok and all the other things to do. So the Zoom call was kind of fun. All right. So good morning, Susan. How are we doing today? All these people are listening, learning. Fantastic. You know what? I'd like you to get a tablet and pen. I really would, please. I'm going to show you some things that'll help you right away. Could you write down rapid rescore, please? Rapid rescore. Let's write down rapid rescore. If you want your credit score to go up 100 points plus, okay, understand rapid rescore and rapid refresh will do that right away for you. And what it'll do is a lot of times it creates green lights and gets more cards to balance your score so you can get more. So what happens today is very simple. So please, thank you for the fan club. I love that. It's great. Sorry, I'm a couple minutes late today because we had a Zoom call. Yesterday at 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, I did what's called a blueprint. I showed people an example of a blueprint to rebuild their life, and it's kind of fun. Now, I'm Ray Reynolds, the Godfather of Credit. They gave me the nickname on KNX Radio about 20, 30 years ago. Been on that station for 50 years, by the way. Now, normally I write checks for radio and TV and just basically stay there and have all of the fun. All right, say hi. Here's, or was it Marvin something? All right, say hi. Hi, hi, hi. Okay. Now, when I write checks on radio and TV, it's like, Sirius Radio, I'm nationwide on that, and all these other stations. I decided to try TikTok and social media about 10 weeks ago. So far, I have about 27,000 followers. Yesterday at 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, I did what's called a blueprint. I showed people exactly how to blueprint themselves and their lives. See, I think you're missing some pieces today. If you allow me to help you, I'll show you the pieces you're missing. First of all, if you want your credit score up and away, 100 points plus a rapid refresh. Let's write it down. A rapid refresh, rapid score. Now, if you look online later on today, you'll find out that rapid rescore and rapid refresh is about 49 years ago set up. I'm the one who created it in the first place. Sometimes you'll see Dr. Reynolds, you'll see Dr. Reynolds, you'll see Pastor Reynolds, you'll see Hey You, that's me, okay? Now, I've built $60 billion of credit for my clients and myself over the last years. Thank you for the badges and all the goodies as well. As I'm looking at TikTok and all the platforms as well, because again, I've never actually advertised, all right, basically on a social media thing, and I'm having some fun. So what do we do? So here's Mindy. Mindy was on the Zoom as well last night. It was great. There's so many people that called the office and so many people just sending notes this morning. It's like crazy. Can you do another one? Can you do another one? I don't know. We'll see. Or you might do one today. So let's do this. Let's write down rapid refresh. All right, here's Renee. Okay, that's fantastic. Now, a rapid refresh, if you look at it online, you'll understand what it means. Rapid refresh, rapid rescore. Okay, I set up a system about 49 years ago. Now, remember, I'm the guy that was training Ken Yarborough at TOW and Asperian. He actually ended up working for me as well. So what did we do? It was my idea to have the oldest card, okay, and the 29% rule. Let's write down. Yeah, that was great. It was fun. So guess what? We'll write down on the cards. I'd like you to put your cards in front of you right now, if you would, please. Get out your personal cards, and let's understand what we can actually do. Now, as it always says, encourage the live. Here's what happens. When you share the live today of me doing this right now, I give you corporations for free, I give you some books for free, and I help you because you're helping me. Thank you, Jay, for the rose as well. So what we did last night is, again, we did a Zoom call right after the 3 o'clock presentation. So we're going to have to figure out, can I do both at the same time? Now, understand, I'm up every day at 12:25. I'm trying to see if you're listening. It's 1:45, actually. Okay? So let's pay attention. At 1:45 today, all right, I got up, I rolled off the bed, I got to my knees, I said, thank you, Jesus, for yesterday, today, tomorrow. I always pray for the past, present, and future. And I ask for forgiveness because I'm a sinner. Then I go look in the mirror. So good morning, pumpkin Easter, okay? Here's Jay. Oh, we see say, oh, Jay, all right, oh, what happens? Now, some of you will go in and out because you're so busy looking around to see what you can do. If you could slow it down for a second, you could change your life. So we're going to write down a rapid refresh. If you're in a rapid refresh today, within about 3 weeks or less, your score will go up 100 points. Would you like your score to go up 100 points? Now, what does this do? Now, a rapid refresh and score actually blocks your crap, okay? Share the live today, share as much as you can, because I'm going to help you, and I like to help other people as well. If you share the live, I'd like to give you free books, an articles of corporation, and I want to invite you to the 3 o'clock this afternoon. 3 o'clock this afternoon, I'm going to demonstrate again a blueprint of success, what you can do for yourself if you want to. If you want, I'll even do it with you or for you, but it's up to you. Now, we look at rapid rescore. Let's write down rapid rescore. At 3 o'clock today, my presentation is about analyzation. I'm going to show people how to basically analyze and show their score go up, up, and away. So again, oh, here's got Black Goddess. Okay, fantastic. Okay, all these people coming in now. That's great. Stay on, listen. The problem you have, Casey, is most of you are stuck in that rat race. You got your job, you support your family, but you're stuck. And sometimes it sucks. You have the ability to change your life starting today if you want to. But do you want to? So right now we have 3:26 in the morning. Okay? That's what it is. Okay? Pacific Standard Time. So the reason I say the time, I want you to look at the time you have now. Your time zone could be different than mine. If you're going to be in the 3 o'clock this afternoon, all right, look at the time difference, okay? Now, we're going to write down rapid rescore, rapid refresh. If you add that to your credit, good or bad, no matter what it is, your score will go up 100 points. If you want your points 100 points, what happens? Very simple. If you basically go up 100 points, okay, this actually creates what's called green lights. See, I believe your utilization sucks. I believe 80% of you have bad score, and you don't have big cards anyway. That's just my opinion. 20% maybe have it. If we look at the cards in front of you now, we look at them and put a stick in the back. I'm going to tell you we're going to dummy proof this. Okay, dummy proof this. Thank you for joining the fan club as well and sharing the live. If you heart me and heart me 1,000 times, I can heart myself. Oh, I like that, I like that. See, I like me. I've always liked me. But I had to convince myself I wasn't a piece of what? Mrs. Hope called me that every day. Kind of sucks. So again, fluctuation. All cards fluctuate but two. If I take this $10,000 credit card in front of me right now, and I put my sticky in the back of the card right here, I have to write down is $10,000, and I want to use $2,500, that's 25%. I want to use $2,900, that's 29%. If I use 30 at any given time, I will be in the yellow. If I use 50%, I'm in the red. You drop your score for the lack of knowledge. So let's give you the knowledge you need today. Okay? It's going to be called Ray's Rules and Tools. If you share the live today, if you share the live, and it means now, all right? I want to make sure you get your articles of corporation for free. I'm going to make sure you get a book called Starting Out Right for your kids. Starting Out Right is for your kids, all right, in high school and college, so they don't screw up like we all did, okay? It gives you the rules and tools you needed a long time ago, and today you're kind of connecting the dots. Fernando, I need you to listen, learn, and follow through as well. All right, here's Star Girl again. Fantastic. Good morning, good morning. Here's Cole, who watches us all the time. So the book called Starting Out Right's for the kids. When you download the thing today in the link tree below, I would like you to read it yourself. Okay? So today our big topic is fluctuation. And on top of that, all right, guess what? I'm here, my friend. Fantastic, Mikey, okay? Now, what does this mean? I love the eagle. I have one of those on my desk. It says we the people. Now, let's understand something, okay? Rapid rescore. If your score is not where you want it to be, you add yourself to a rapid rescore. It blocks crap, pushes scores up about 100 points. It creates green light. So this helps you what? Rebalance your debt. Every card in front of you has to have a sticky so you can basically bring down your debt to ratio. There's only two things you can do on a credit card. Pay it down or increase the limit. Pay it down, increase the limit. So again, today at 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, okay, we're going to basically do this. So here's Alex Whisperer. I think it's scrolled pretty fast. Or if I get it wrong, please forgive me. The next thing is if you have a question, write the question. If I miss it, DM me and my team and I will get back to you right away. It's very simple. So as we play this game. Now remember, I'm going to say winning the game of business because my first series back in 1976, that's what it was. In 1976, it's called Winning the Game of Business, okay? This is a corporation owning corporations like your banks and grocery stores do. Good morning, okay? This is Spanky or something, another Ranky, Spanky, Ranky, okay. Oh, you're here, fantastic, let's understand. Original series, 1976. I wrote it in basically 75. Now, I put it out there to help people. In it, it says cash flow fee per time. I own the rights to that. When I created basically what called the blueprint of success, I own the rights to that. And unfortunately, Kiyosaki and Tony Baloney like to use my goodies, and then we have to sue them all the time. So it sucks. So when you create something, protect yourself, please. And trade name, trademark, and copyright, and have the ability to help yourself. Good morning, good morning. All right. So this is newbies, all right, for here, okay, here. Now, remember, I want you to write down rapid rescore, okay? I want you to realize that what it does for you. If you're in a rapid rescore or rapid refresh today, your score in about 3 weeks or less will go up literally 100 points. That allows you to get more credit. Believe it or not, you want more. All right, you want to have 100,000 of personal credit. But the goal is to rebalance your debt to ratio. Because no one taught you, all right, basically the score and how to get more, the reality is you kept screwing up. So here we go. As we do this as well. So what happens for you today is very simple. Okay, if you tap the screen 1,000 times and you share the live with everyone else, I want to give you some free books. I want you to basically get to the class at 3 o'clock this morning or this afternoon. And I want to make sure you get some other things like your articles of incorporation for free. And that's very simple. Now, rapid rescore, rapid refresh, okay? So here's basically saying, someone saying, hi, fantastic. All right, no problem at all. We have hi to everybody. Now, all right, as it scrolls pretty fast, unfortunately, you had to catch it. Here's Miss Candy. Miss Candy has to rebuild her life. And I like the badges. Thank you for 5 friends. And you share the live. Now, today, if you had a tablet or pen in front of you right now, I would tell you, thank you, Miss or Pumpkin. All right, Pumpkin, okay, all right. I love all this hearts and all the things you're doing. Thank you. Now, if you share the live, I want you to have articles of incorporation for free. I want you to have some free books. I want to invite you to a 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time today. Once again, we look at our clock. It is 3:32 in the morning, 3:32, okay? What do? We get to understand rules and tools right now. And at 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time today, I'm going to show you how to create a blueprint for you. I'd like you to change your life. I'd like you to add $10,000 a month or $200,000 a month income to an LLC, LLP, C Corp, S Corp, nonprofit, PC. These are the 6 categories that literally the Supreme Court said is a legal person. We do a rapid rescore. We look at our cards. We put our sticky together. We write down any card that's past 29%. That is our target to reduce or increase the limit. If we get green lights, we get more credit to rebalance your debt. You will also find out that some creditors give you courtesy checks. So you could take courtesy checks from one card to another card, and you can actually reduce your debt that way too. There are many ways to reduce debt. The debt to ratio is the problem you have today based on your credit file. So if your score is not a 750, if you do what I tell you to do, I'll guarantee you within basically 90 days, it could be 750. But you have to do everything I ask. If not, it'll take you up to 9 months. Within 9 months or less, all right, Luna, you would have basically, all right, up to a 750 score. You would become a CFO for your family. Then you think about the opportunity of creating your business. You should do both things at the same time. Both things at the same time. So guess what we do? All right, I think it's scroll back rule, attorney or Tony or something, 4728, okay? Sorry, I just scrolled by fast. So what it is. 90 days, it's up to you. But again, you would have to do what I ask you to do 100%. Now, team says, because people are slow and lazy sometimes, it should take 9 months. Either way, the main thing is a rapid rescore, rapid refresh, blocks your crap, push your scores up, and rebalance your debt to ratio. All cards in front of you today should have a sticky. So you look at the 29% ratio, because I created that. When I was training Ken Yarborough at TRW and Aspiring for years and years, it was my idea to build this card. Then it was fluctuation. We focus on all cards because they fluctuate, but 2. So if I focus on this $10,000 card, I put my sticky, I know I can't go past $2,900. $2,900 is the most I can use here. If I use more than this, my score is yellow or it's basically going to be in the red. And unfortunately, you screw this up because you didn't know what you're doing. Sorry. All right. Reality is your choice is up to you to listen and learn. And I pray to God you spend enough time and not go through social media looking back and forth, because what happens, you screw it up. I'm sorry, you do. If all cards fluctuate but two, these are the two that do not. Let's write down American Express, Gold, and Platinum. Okay? American Express, Gold, and Platinum. They do not fluctuate. Diora, I think is what it said. So again, share the live with everybody. Tap the screen 1,000 times. Help me get to my 30,000 followers. Right now I'm at 27,000 in basically 10 weeks. In 10 weeks, I decided to start basically going on TikTok and social media. I usually just write checks for radio and TV, and I'm nationwide and all that as well. And I just write checks because it's easier. And I have my all of events and all kinds of fun stuff. I'm online to let you know twice a day. All right, Monday through Friday, and on Saturday, online 6 times. All right, so guess what happens? All right, I had to pound my American Express, whatever pound means, okay? Here's Macho, CACA. I guess that's California, okay? So these cards do not fluctuate. If you screwed them up, I'll show you how to get them again, but it's up to you because they don't tend to forgive and they like to sue everybody. So what do? If we understand rapid rescore, so on your tablet and pen, you write down rapid rescore / rapid refresh. Depends what you're doing, if you're in an escrow or not. Look online later today, you'll see Rapid Score was created 49 years ago by D.R. Reynolds, and I'm D.R. Reynolds, okay? This is an escrow. You can reduce your debt to ratio and all kinds of fun things. All right, so Miss Candy, you shared with 10 people. That's fantastic. Let's give some people a bunch of goodies. Is that okay? Tap the screen, share the live. We're going to talk about fluctuation and a lot about rapid rescore today, okay? So remember, all right, we're going to be winning the game of business. My first series in 1976. At that time, I had $1 million in the bank. I invented a bunch of products like Car Finder and everything else, and a bunch of patents. By the way, in 1976, I was 16. Never went to high school, was at Owens Coast College. From there, what did I do? I had $1 million in the bank. So at 16 years old, I'm driving a Lamborghini with a beard as well. I had it at 12. No one can figure out my age, and it was none of their business. So what do? If you share the live today, this morning, in the link tree, okay, you're going to get basically a free copy of Starting Out Right for your kids. If you miss the opportunity, it's very simple. All what you get to do, you spend about $20. This is for your kids in high school, like to learn how to play the game. Princess Diana. Okay, well, I guess that's what you're going by, Princess Diana. Thank you for sharing the live. Now, this is going to help your kids understand what I'm trying to explain to you today. Fluctuation, start their credit file, and not make the same mistakes we all did. I believe we all screwed up. Sorry to say, I just believe that to be true. Because no one taught us how to play. Now, I don't bring the pain home because I don't like to screw up. Now, the next thing is, if you don't have a corporation, that is, write them down, LLC, 9 types, LLP, C Corp, S Corp, all right? What do we have? Nonprofit, as we have these 6 types of categories. Supreme Court deemed it to their legal people. If you listen and learn today, it's very simple. What I want you to do is also get a copy of Winning the Credit Game. All right, why? Because your credit might suck. How about we give you the book and we actually help you and you rebuild your credit yourself, or you have our team help you. So again, it's a choice. Your choice is to listen and learn and to play the game to win. That's the ultimate goal. So if you want every type of dispute letter to the creditors and credit bureaus are in here. I wrote all the ones in the section of the laws here as well. But again, you got to understand what it needs to be done. So this gives you the rules and tools about rebuilding your credit. It is a free download, Winning the Credit Game. Now, I wrote the first book years ago called Prove It or Remove It. So we're not here to rip off our creditors, but we are to put our credit in check. So thank you for the loves and all the goodies as well, and tapping the screen 1,000 times. And what do? You invite people to this, share the live. So next, if you don't have the articles, it's in the link tree. I don't want you spending thousands of dollars for a corporation that's actually free. I'm sorry, but about 90% of you did that. You hired an attorney. He or she milked the retainer. They pissed you off and you had to settle what you had to do anyway. Most attorneys just milk the retainer and don't solve your problem, and you're solving the problem by negotiating and paying off the damn debt. It sucks. That's how it works. All right, but again, they didn't teach you diddly squat. Diddly squat. Link tree in the bio. That's correct. It's in the bio, and the link tree, so is the phone number to the office as well. So again, what do we get to do? You get to help yourself, Winston, and that's what the goal is. Are you in info, or are you into the All right. Again, I don't go into all that other stuff. I'm going to talk about what I talk about. Again, all right, get to know me about personal credit and everything you're looking to do. So these are things we look at. So the main thing is fluctuation. Today we write down today's date. You look at the calendar. It is the 30th. What happens this month is almost over. So here's our life. Time. We're running out of time. We have the ability to have to play the game. Someone kept saying, block him. Okay. All right. I'll take the recommendation and we'll do that. Okay. And that person is blocked. No problem. Okay. Sorry, but we get some weird things all the time. And I always take recommendations from people that are helping me help themselves and help the world. Our goal is to help people. Help people. Rules and tools. Okay. Rules and tools. What do we get to do? So again, we have the way to play the game and win. I just screenshot it as well because I want to make sure our team, our specialists, all right, when they get in here, all right, I tap the wrong thing all the time. Sorry. Give me it back, silly thing. Scroll back. All right. So again, I want to screenshot that one more time to make sure the team gets it. Okay. Now, what happens today, if we write down today's date, again, it is what? The 30th of January. This month's over. Today is the last Friday of the month and it's over. We're in our, first quarter. We have March, June, September, December. You're running out of time to position yourself to create up to $100,000 a month. Now, I'd like you to take a picture of this. I believe this is your future. I call it Ray Reynolds auto income. Okay, that's what I call it. Simple. How to create the auto income. What does this mean? It's very simple, okay? And what is this? Very simple. If I get you a line of credit, then I'm going to line you up to a $150,000 line of credit. If you allow me, I'll even help you do all the work, but it's up to you. The line of credit is going to use to buy an auto income. An auto income is basically a storage unit, a laundromat, a car wash, an apartment complex, something managed by third party. All you do is you become an investor. And that way you get money for your legacy for the rest of your life. For the rest of your life. That's what it is, okay? So what happens is none of you are building legacy, I don't believe. I think what's happening is your family before you in here now, you basically do what? All right? You actually set yourself up for probate. I don't like probate. I think probate sucks. Nobody wins besides the attorneys in the courts. And everybody gets kind of screwed over. So let's play the game to win, all right? Probate sucks. You have to make sure you change the routine. You're stuck in the job. Okay, that's what you did. If we create auto income, that means a LLC, LLP, C Corp, S Corp, nonprofit, PC will create money. Okay? How long will it take to create $1 million of structure? We can create the structure this afternoon at 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. We can basically make you a CFO. And you understand how to do rapid rescore, push your score up, and look at your entity, which is LLC, LLP, C Corp, S Corp, nonprofit, PC, and that is what the Supreme Court said is a legal person. If you have 18 divisions, you will create an auto income, or within 12 months, of $100,000 a month. If you create the blueprint of success, that is $1 million of credit. All right. See, but the problem you have is you don't know what to do with the money when you get it. See, today. Here's Brave Key, okay, all these people. Do you do crypto talks? No, I don't do crypto talks, okay? All right, I want you to, if you want to do crypto, you as a division. Division would do crypto, okay? If you want to. Now, someone asked a question about $1 million of credit. If we take these cards that don't fluctuate today, and we take 18 divisions, let's think about 9 to set it up in the first place. Every card, to answer your question, $1 million allows you a card for every division. So in other words, all right, as we play this game, Timothy, bro, just keep going. Oh, I'm going to. All right, thank you for the encouragement and the loves and the lives, okay, and the hearts. Tap the screen 1,000 times. Share the live. Every division, listen carefully. Each division set up under an entity, which could be your LLC, LLP, C Corp, S Corp, what, PC, all right, division can have a credit card like this. If we take the card for the corporation, we're allowed to daisy chain it for every division. Timothy, thank you very much. Share the live. What does that mean? If I have 9 divisions and I have my parent company's card right here, and I get another one of these cards paid over time limit is $100,000. So if you wanted that million, there's no way around it besides taking American Express Platinum, Corporation, and 9 divisions. That's $1 million of credit. But here's our problem, Cliff, Star Girl. All right, what are you going to do with the $1 million? Here's Ryan, okay? What do you do with the $1 million? Okay? See, the problem you have is you've had money before. Most of you have taken $25,000, $50,000, $100,000, you pissed it away. Trust holds the LLC and LLP, etc. All right, again, this is Click Capital Solution. I'm going to say bullshit. Okay, sorry. Okay, you have 3 things to focus on. And quit listening to how do. You take your LLC owned by your trust and you sell it to it. When you do that, the IRS says, what's the compensation? So again, you have to connect dots. There's 1,000 steps to do this. It's not as easy, blah, blah, blah. No. An LLC, by the way, because it's going to make money and you're going to convert it to S Corp. Now, I'm not here to be an attorney. The reality is you're going to create your LLC. If you have that, you're going to make money. You're going to convert it to S. All right, so you and the court can file tax returns and not have any problem ever, ever, ever again. You also set the taxes. Can you only do daisy chain? I know, you do it with every damn card. Okay, answering your question up here. Now let's watch. If we get the 10 cards I want to give you, I want to help you get 10 cards. The 10 cards for a corporation or LLC, all right, reaches $1 million of credit. If we daisy chain it to 9 divisions, literally in basically 24 months, you could have $10,000 to $10 million of credit. Be careful, please. My system creates millionaires and billionaires. I have 37 million millionaire clients now in 50 years. So, topic today is very simple. All right, you need to tap the screen, you share the live, and I want you to get free articles of corporation. I want you to get free books, and I want you to help your kids learn the rules and tools so they don't screw up like we did, okay? We're gonna go back to basics, and know what happens for the kids. This is the book that I dedicated to my friend, attorney, and my basic professor, and I wrote it this last year. Christopher, good morning. Good morning to you as well. Star Girl, pay attention. This is for your kids. It is a free download if you share the live. Share the live and the badges, I love all that stuff, it's great. Share the live with everybody. Then I want you to download this book, starting out right, and for your kids in high school and college. Then I want you to read it. This will help you connect your dots. Social Security is holding who's back. Well, what are we talking about Social Security? The problem is most of you don't even know what an SS5 is. Okay, unless I explain it to you. Okay? So let's understand. Social Security, all right, or SS5, SS4. The ability to play the game. Play the game. What does this mean? When I created my first $1 million, and I'm showing the world in 1976 winning the game of business, I was 16 years old, driving a Lamborghini. See, I don't have excuses like most people do. Share the live, and make sure you help yourself. The application for EIN, hell no. You're wrong again. See, this is Click Capital Solutions. The SS5 is not EIN. That's SS4. Okay, this is the problem with amateurs. Sorry, I think you're missing a damn pieces. Okay, SS4, that's right, is the EIN. But again, SS5 starts you. Every one of you have a problem. Okay, what is the problem? The IRS on their files have your SSN because it got started by the SS5 form. You started the craziness yourself because they told you to. And you walk around like ducks and sheep, sorry to say, but it's true. The SS5, all right, creates the SSN, and that creates the 1040 tax return. This is how it works. So they tax you on your paycheck today. You get taxed before you get your check. You get the leftover. That's all you get is the leftovers. Oh, God, yeah. But again, then you pay tax on everything you touch because you're not set up the right way. None of you are set up basically to avoid probate. I'm sorry, you're not. Your family before you put everybody in probate as well. There's a way to protect your assets, and yes, it's an irrevocable trust. All right, as my studies as a kid for law and accounting my whole life, John D. Rockefeller was my favorite. Why? It's very simple. Probate equals tax. Probate is just bullshit in hell. Okay, probate sucks. Why? You and your family, you're stuck in a court, and everybody's fighting over the money, and the attorneys in the courts win, and you get screwed over. There you go. If it was done by irrevocable trust, and you had your LLC or LLP, whatever you got, and you have a nonprofit, you will not pay tax. Can you imagine? Okay, today you listen to Howdy Doody out there going, you got to own your trust and and sell it, that stop. You listen to so many circus clowns online every day, and it's ridiculous. By the way, I'm online 6 days a week, free, all right, twice a day. Tomorrow I'll be online having 6 classes. All right, do you really want to change your life? Let me know. If not, go back to the routine you're doing today because it's not working. Your routine today sucks because you're not getting to millions to billions. Your structure is missing pieces. All right, that's just my opinion, okay? Share the live, and what do you get to do? Today, I would like you to download for your kids if you share the live. If you don't, you're not going to get the ability. I won't push the button for you to download it unless you help me to help you. I want my 30,000 followers. Been on TikTok and social media for 10 weeks. I want to help people. All right, here's Brave Key. All right, share the live, share the live. Get the free damn buck, okay, by sharing the live. Now. Starting out right. Your kids are going to have the ability to understand how not to screw up like we did. Okay, we screwed up. Most of you screw up because of the things you do. Get through the book, get through the process. That's your first free download. If you do not have Articles of Corporation, I want you to download that as well. VV Properties, good morning to you too. I want you to understand, even if you don't hire my organization, do anything, I'm going to still help you. Got it? I won't help people unless they get to know me, and I get to know you. That's how it works, okay? We get to know each other, period, okay? If I can't get to know you, I can't help you. What do? We share the live. You go to the 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time today. Write down 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. I want you to look at your time zone. It is 3:52 in the morning, okay? 3:52 in the morning. So we write it down to see exactly what time zone you're in. I'm in Pacific Standard Time. 3 o'clock this afternoon, I want you to have a tablet and pen in front of you. I want to show you exactly how you change your life, and I will teach you more, literally, in one day than you learn in a lifetime. So you get to play the game to win. Again, look at your time zone. 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Compare my time zone to yours, 3:52. Got it? 3:52. That's the goal. So Timothy, or if you want to help your family, you want to repackage yourself, you let me know and I'll help you every step of the way. To help you get started, to get to know me and get to know you, what do? Free download to everybody who shares the live. Starting out right. It's for the kids in high school and college. What's going to happen from there is you have the ability to change your life if you want to. In 12 months from now, if you did exactly what I told you to do and you took a picture of this, okay, what does that mean? You would have up to $100,000 of auto income. You would have a legacy you're building for your next generation. Unfortunately, all right, people for you, your family before you and you're basically setting yourself up for probate. You're setting yourself up for probate. You are. It's ridiculous. Now, the next thing is winning the credit game is a free download as well. This is going to help you flat out. Okay, yes, absolutely. Well, that's what happens, Timothy. People have to listen and learn, and a lot of times they're scrolling through social media and they don't slow down. They just want to be entertained. I want to change your life. All right, I don't want to entertain you. I want you to have rules and tools and facts. So again, free download. Now, what's going to happen with you if you want the ability to play the game? 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time today. We're going to demonstrate a blueprint of success. All right, I'm going to go from A to Z on the whiteboard behind me in the class in the building next door. I'm going to show you exactly what it takes for you to create income as a corporation and division process, and we're going to call it auto income. Here's Mad Mira, okay? No problem. All these people here, what do we get to do? A mirror, all right, same thing. Now, when I created the Millionaires Founders Kit, my books and everything else back then, what did we do? Very simple. I'd be showing my Lamborghinis and my Ferraris and all the goodies. All right, I had 21 cars in the car collection. They don't belong to me. Now, most people tell me when they come here, well, my car's in my trust. Then I want you to jump up, kick yourself in the assets and say you're stupid. You're dumb, okay? No. You never put a car in a trust. If you sue, you drive the car, all right, registered owner's you're a duck. They sue you, they sue the trust. You just screwed up. I want to be financially wealthy, not rich. Well, all right, nomadic, okay, whatever it's sold, you're going to basically have your paycheck to break even. When I'm done with you, you're doing tax balancing. Your organization will have 100,000 a month. That's $1,200,000, and you can build more and more and more on top of that. I created my first million in the bank, literally, okay, as I was 15 years old, created different things like Car Finder, everything else. Let's be rich. No, Christopher, you got it wrong. You want to be rich? Go listen to Grant, the biggest circus clown out there. You want to be rich? Listen to blah, blah, blah crap. Or you want to be a puppet master, control everything, own nothing. That's what happens if you do it right. Do not be rich. You see, Grant's been indicted before. He's had lawsuits as well. Anybody who says, I'm rich, and he takes other people's money to invest to say he's rich, I don't like it. Okay, plus he puts people down and says, you're not doing 400,000 a year, you're a loser. He puts men down all the time. It's ridiculous. Sell me the water? Hell, he couldn't sell me crap. Okay, but if you want to spend $10,000 and go to one of his ex whatever craps and listen to people tell their story, go for it. They don't give you rules and tools ever, ever, ever. There's your problem. Okay, so what about piercing the lien on the equity of a vehicle? Well, first of all, we don't give a shit about the vehicle. How's that? Okay, your problem, you're thinking about the vehicle, and I'm thinking about liability. See, our problem is this. Today, if your car is registered to you, you get in a bumpity bump, they sue you. Oh, it's in my trust, they sue the trust. You just opened the biggest Pandora box and screwed it up. I don't care about the lien on the damn whatever car, because you can do basically reassess the registered owner. A registered owner on registration is allowed 3 registered owners. Pick one. You're allowed 6 liens on the damn car. But again, what do? Thoughts on stock, a division. A division should buy stock because it's basically a liable product. Liability, write it down. Your problem, if you don't break down your life into division process, when they sue you, they screw you, and you're out of business, and you hurt your family. And then you're probably going to get a divorce. The problem with marriage, all right, it's great, I love it, but it's money and sex that screws up marriages. Simple. It's always been the same thing. It's always been. That's why almost 60% of marriages fail. So car, equity. Well, vehicle via UCC. Now you should write down UCC1 and get the pieces you're missing. It is a UCC1, okay? The vehicle, if it was paid for, I'd use the equity and borrow against it. That's what you need to understand. See, how you play this game today is how you want to win. James Wilson, the same thing. What you get to do is play the game. Ace, the same thing. Click, click, click. Okay, again, click Capital Solutions. You're missing some pieces. I'd like you to show up at basically 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time today. And you're going to be there an hour and a half. Be prepared this. This is an hour and a half to explain a blueprint of 1,000 steps that you've been missing your whole life. All right, same thing, Dory. So it's very simple. So invite all your friends and family, Ace and all these people, and Stargirl. What do you get to do? I'm going to demonstrate you at 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, okay, the blueprint of success. I'm going to show you how to repackage your life, if you allow me to. And I, again, want you to look at your time zone. It is 3:58 here, 3:58, okay? So write down 3:58. What is your time on your clock or watch? Look at the time zone. So the goal, we look at things, so we look at the pieces. So if I'm in Pacific Standard Time, or you're in Central, or you're basically Mountain, or you're basically Eastern. Look at time zone. I don't want you to be late for the 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time meeting today. Now, let's go back to some basics. Here's Rosie again, too. Now, every one of you had the ability last night to be on a live Zoom with me. Zoom. I have so many messages this morning, it's kind of fun. So starting TikTok, social media 10 weeks ago, what have I been able to do? About 27,000 followers, and I want to help people. Disagree with the marriage part. It's lack of money and lack of sex and creates divorce. Well, that I'm not saying all, okay? I'm saying that's the biggest problem. I'm a pastor. I coach people all the time. So again, that's their biggest problem they have. Now understand something. We should focus on God. That's my belief first. We should focus on family, which means my wife and I became one 20 years ago. We got married for 20 years. Then we look at money. If we look at God, family, and money, we can structure correctly. But again, I even wrote a book called Bite Your Tongue to Live Longer, from men to kind of be quiet. I'm going through divorce now, and it's totally true. Well, one says no, one says yes. But again, what do we break it down? Now, I tell Timothy, is there a way to save the marriage? What most people do is they end up getting a divorce and they marry the same kind of person they just got rid of. Okay? So again, what we do. You're marrying this state as well. Well, the reality is, as you do things, understand something. Okay? I have a problem. I have done millions and billions of dollars. I did my first billion structure. I was 21. Look at online, people. You can find all about me. I'm the most verified person on planet Earth. I'm the largest registered agent in the world. Okay? All right. I've sold more corporates than anybody on this planet. It takes time to sue a trust. Well, first of all, they don't sue the trust unless you create a liability, so the trust never gets sued because, sorry, I don't agree with your comment. If your trust gets sued, you're dumb. You did it wrong. You did it so wrong, it's ridiculous, okay? If you today, you took your LLC, there's 9 types, you would convert it to S, because that way you pay less tax. The corp and you get a little paycheck, you buffer what? Tax balancing, and you basically get to do what? All kinds of fun stuff. If you had a C corp, it's double tax. You turn that into S as well. So if you build structure with 18 divisions, you now have $100,000 a month coming in, Adam, and you can pay attention and you can focus and go get the goodies. That's the focus. Family, husband and wife. Okay, the problem you have is this. You know what the biggest problem with probate is? The word and. And. My husband and me. My wife and me. No. When you see and on any contract from now on, you cross it off, you put the word or. You put the word or. I absolutely agree with that. Okay, fantastic. It's up to you if you agree or not. I'm just going to give you the rules and tools. I have created my first 2.6 billion at 26, but I thought I was going to die at 27. I watch people literally retire, get fat, ugly, and die. And I don't want that to happen. How can I start working with you like a specialist plan for me? Well, here's the thing. Every one of you can be an affiliate today. If you shared the live, I had a guy yesterday, he shared the live, and 4 people that he shared the live, and he registered as affiliate, he basically got the 10%. I Zelled him $17,000 or $1,700. So if you want to make some money, it's very simple. But I also said I don't want to Zell it to you. What's your corporation's name? I made him set up Zell for the corporation. So that way the corporation received the money. I don't want him receiving the money. See, you receiving money is dumb. Everything you receive is taxed. All right, everything the corporation receives, it's not taxed till you're profitable. See, how you receive money every day is wrong in most cases. So if you listen and learn, you play. So today, our topic should be a rapid rescore. Every one of you today, flat out, should be in a rapid rescore and rapid refresh. Within 3 weeks, your score goes up 100 points. 100 points. What happens next? So how do you get away from the tax in general? Well, you have to do tax balancing. See, that's why you want to go to the 3 o'clock this afternoon and tap the screen and share the live and get stuck with me. I'm going to show you how you get your paycheck that's basically what? Equals to your write-off base. Then your organization is going to have 18 divisions, $100,000 a month. Then you're going to have an irrevocable trust. Then you have a nonprofit. That's your setup. If you do exactly that, okay, you will never have probate. And the reality is that whatever happens in your life, they can't steal your goodies. And the bottom line is you get to be a puppet master. Now, the divorce situation, sorry to say again, in most states, it's community property, community debt. So they sue her, they sue him, they sue her, and they sue her. I can only tell you what I've always done. All right, I have a prenup and a postnup. And women go, what? Prenup and postnup. Now, understand, if I have a marriage agreement, let's understand, marriage agreement, you're going live here at 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time? Yes. So, Marty, this is what we do. Understand, if I have a marriage agreement, if they sue me, they can't sue her. They sue her, they can't sue me. So that's what I did. When David Kenner, coming out of coma in 2009, literally in court for the tax, they're trying to tax bill me and they owe me $385,000. It's very simple. We're arguing with them. And they wanted to assess my wife. They could not. All right, he stood there. He owns Death Row Records. You ever heard of that? And he says, Mr. Reynolds has a prenup and postnup. And you go, and the auditor says, well, when did you do it? Yesterday? No, sir, he did it after they were married, and it's signed by the top 9 attorneys in California. Oh. See, by having that prenup and postnup, all right, they sued me, they can't sue her, vice versa. It's like when you buy a house. When you buy a house today, you buy a joint, and that's the dumbest thing you ever did in your life, joint. It makes no damn sense. Lose the house, now you have a 1099-C from the IRS. You've set yourself up to fail. You did not plan the problem. That's what you do. None of you planned the damn problem. Plan the problem so if they want to kick your assets, you still win. That's the goal again and again. But again, tap the screen, share the live, help me help you. If you do that today, or as we play the game to win, I want you to do a couple of things. I want you to have the book called Starting It Right for You and Your Kids. What it is? This teaches you the rules and tools, which you need to learn a long time ago. This is for if your kids are in high school and college. The free download is yours if you share the live. You click it, and I basically do pass you the magic word. I go click, you get the download. But again, read it while you get it. Go back and understand a couple of things. My first series was Winning the Game of Business in 1976. In 1976, I have $1 million in the bank. I'm 16 friggin' years old. I'm driving a Lamborghini back then. All right? You a trust baby. No, I'm not a trust baby. I was born in a friggin' taxi. My parents gave me away in a trash can. Okay? So let's understand something. I tried to friend you, but I cannot find me, please. Well, Sam, okay, or the Sand M53 in the link tree, do it. If not, if you get stuck, any of you, and they can show you share the live, you'll call 800-254-9506. If you share the live, they're going to give you the links and they're going to send you things to you if you get stuck. If you didn't share the live, the answer is no. Why would I help somebody who's not helping me? This is a win-win situation. That's what we need to do. I win a large settlement and I need financial knowledge and protection. Well, first of all, if that's done correctly, all right, if you did that, say reference 3, write down reference 3. Reference 3 times 5. Reference 3 times 5, write it down. When I demonstrated that to Warren Buffett 39 years ago, he goes, whoa. So guess what? Share the live and have some fun, Timothy. So what happens is very simple. If you have a settlement, okay, if it's in the bank, they're going to charge you tax on the interest you're earning on your settlement. There's ways to protect all these pieces, but the bottom line is you. I share the live twice and I have 8 kids. I share the live, that's get the free download. That's all you do. If you get stuck, okay, again, they show you share the live, they're going to give you these links as well. They're going to help guide you as well. Specials will be here in 2 hours. It is, what is it? Let's double check clock and everything. It's 4:08 in the morning here. I'm up every day at 1:45, ready to go. That's just me. From there, I'm online at 3:15 because I'm having fun. The biggest reason I've always helped people for 50 years is I get bored very easily. And I'm not a guy to watch sports and just stick myself in front of a TV forever. I get bored. I have now 37 million millionaire clients, 39 billionaires. So again, I'm the largest registered agent in the world. I've sold more corps than anybody on planet Earth. How's that? And I've got 60 billion of credit I've built for my clients and myself in the last 50 years. If you listen and learn today, your focus is share the live, and I want you to write down Rapid Rescore. Rapid Rescore, Rapid Refresh. This will block crap credit, push scores up. You have to remember something. When I helped Ken Yarbrough, TRW, they became a Spirit in 96. I'm his trainer. I'm the consultant. I said, oldest card. Then I said fluctuation. They don't teach you this online because they have no idea what the hell they're doing. They're a bunch of circus clowns. We take a $10,000 card. We put a sticky in the back of the card, sticky. What do? If you take a card past 29%, what do? You drop your score. You get stuck. You can't get any more. There's your problem. So again, you hurt yourself because you didn't know rules and tools. Michelle, all right, and all these people, all right, this King, Tally, understand, you hurt yourself because of the lack of knowledge. The card, 29%. Why? That's how I set it up. All right, consulting TRW, Experian in 96. All cards fluctuate but two. Let's pretend today you lost your job. It's all blank time. Chems, all right, something is basically it's all blank. What happens? You just panicked and you jacked up the wrong damn card. Without the sticky, you're going to screw it up. Most of you, 80%, have bad scores because you jacked up your debt to ratio. These cards do not fluctuate. Write it down. American Express, Gold, and Platinum do not fluctuate. These are the cards you would jack up to $1 million, $50 you have a blankety blank day, month, week, or year. All right, thank you for joining the fan club again, Rosie. I love that. Okay, now what does it mean? And the gifts. So guess what? If we do this correctly, what do we get to do? Your fan club has completed the first stage of the club, blah, 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 all right, unlock for all the fans to send, all right, celebrate. Fantastic. Send loves, hearts, all this stuff. Tap the screen and tell us, oh, I got to tap it myself. Woo, goody. Hey, I like me. I've always liked me, but I focus on God, family, money. These don't fluctuate. If I had to jack up a card today, I would jack up an American Express Gold or Platinum card because I can jack it up $1 million. And I don't drop my score like you did for you. Understand rules and tools, please. If you share the live today, I want you to get your free articles of corporation. I want you to get starting out free for your kids. If you get stuck, you call the office. When they verify you shared the live, then they'll send you the link. Starting out right for the kids in high school and college. You need to read it as well. All right, Spitfire, you need to read it as well. How do you feel about starting over bankruptcy? I've been thinking about, first of all, I don't want you to file bankruptcy unless they're going to repossess your house tomorrow or garnish your paycheck. Anything else, it's crap. Understand, we used to have debtors' prison in the 1700s. Bankruptcy, I'm not here to be an attorney, but I'll tell you what you need to do. Very simple. Bankruptcy is Federal Protection Act, okay? Automatic stay. If you're losing a house or getting garnish your wages tomorrow, you'd file bankruptcy. If you're not losing that now, buy time, get a hold of me, let me talk to you about it. I will help you avoid bankruptcy. I don't like bankruptcy, but I filed one too. Coming out of coma in 2010, it's public record. But I sealed it. You see, you got to realize the courts do not talk to the credit bureaus. There is a company called Statewide. They feed the credit bureaus. If you don't seal your bankruptcy, it shows up on your credit file. Is it 11? Is it 13? Is it a 7? Is it a 12? Is it a 9? Okay? You have basically categories of bankruptcy, by the way. Cities file bankruptcy Chapter 9 because they wipe out the debt. They do it in front of you, and most people didn't pay attention. Absolutely agree with that. Well, what do we do? Say hi, say hi. This is I see 3 sharks, 13. Fantastic, hi. Now, what do we do? Share the live, tap the screen 1,000 times, become my fan club, and I'm going to give you some free goodies. Articles of corporation are free. They're in the link tree. You get stuck, you call 800-254-9506. They verify you share the live. They're going to give you the links as well. They're going to help you help me. Now, starting our rights for the kids. And I want you to read it as well. What do we do from here? I want you winning the credit game because I don't want you hiring credit repair flaky companies because credit repair is against the federal law. It's public record. Look at the Fair Credit Reporting Act. They're supposed to be nonprofit. On top of that, they're supposed to have bonds, and they used to write letters to rip people off. If you want all the codes and all the letters are here written for you anyway. You just rewrite them yourself and put your name on them. It's right here. So do it yourself. It is called prove it or remove it in the beginning. And what happens, you can actually change your life. So 3 free goodies when you share the live. Articles of corporation. Winning the credit game. Book for the kids starting at right. And then you show up this afternoon at 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. I'm going to demonstrate to you flat out how to create $1 million structure. We're going to do a blueprint. So share the live with everybody you can. And that way you get some free goodies today. You get to know me, I get to know you. I'm Ray Reynolds, the Godfather of Credit. They gave me that nickname on KNX Radio years ago. I built $60 billion of credit for my clients and myself over the years. I've been teaching and preaching 6 days a week for 50 years. You've been able to get here as much as you wanted to online, even social media. But again, it's up to you. You didn't do that. Why? Why have you basically been stuck, Anthony? And this is Fat Pat, okay? I don't like Fat Pat, okay? Here's Rosie all the time. Liz shares the lives. If we listen and we learn, we get past go. I think you're stuck. Rat race, you have the job to pay your bills. That's what you did, okay? But are you happy? Are you 100% happy and you're smiling all the time? Nobody is, by the way, all the time. We get, oh crap. What do? We have to focus. Family, God, family, money, God, family, money. We look at the structure of that. What does that do? It allows us to restructure ourselves. If we listen and learn today, you share the live with everybody, You tap the screen 1,000 times. You get to help me help you. Is that okay? We share the live? What do you get to do from there? I'll give you free downloads. I'll help you. And I want you to show up at 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time today. And check your watch. Okay? It is 4:15 in the morning. What do we do? Look at your time zone. Are you in Central? Are you in Mountain? Are you in basically Eastern? Make sure you show up with your tablet and pen, literally ready to go at 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. TikTok is live, froze, so I came over here. Well, TikTok's been having problems ever since they transferred their dashboard as well. Okay? And the bottom line is, all right, it's like it's frozen, it's not moving as well. So are they be able to hear me at all? How's that? Can they see me since you went over to, all right, another platform? But again, it's simple. If they can still hear me, that's okay. Yes, same guys, okay? All right, hey, Johnny. Hey, Johnny, can they hear me on TikTok because it's frozen a little bit? Because they're having these problems a little bit here and there ever since Sunday, the 22nd. But again, it's basically how we're looking to play the game. So as we do this, okay, very simple. Same guys. Fantastic, okay? No, they can't see or hear you. Okay, so the main thing is to stop TikTok. Okay, it froze. Okay, all right, screenshot it for my team. And we're going to stop it and start it again. Okay? So give me a second, please. And we're right with you as well. So remember, 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time today. The ability to literally help you help me. And that's the ultimate goal. If we help each other, we can change our lives, and we can help other people as well. The ultimate goal is helping and making a difference in your life. I would like to have you learn how to do a blueprint. I'd like to do the first one with you or for you if you allow me to, but it's up to you, okay? It's up to you to get past that situation and get past go. So basically, I just restarted TikTok. Let's see if it's working now. Because unfortunately, since the Sunday the 22nd, there's been a lot of issues with TikTok as well. It says it's loading. Doesn't know if it's going to work as well. So hi. So hi, all right, Mindy, Boone, okay. Seen you before. It's very simple as we have fun because you're actually a client. That's good. Okay, remember, yesterday we had a 3 o'clock broadcast, Blueprint of Success. What happened next? We did a Zoom. It was kind of fun, answering questions live for other people. One of the clients has been watching me. His father's a client. He's a client for the last 35 years. It's nice to watch people know that I've been around 50 years, helping people just 6 days a week, which is the ultimate goal. All right, it's not loading, so what happens is, all right, basically what's happening from there, all right, don't know if they have a problem or outage again. Okay, that's just what happens sometimes on TikTok. Ever since they had the new owners and what they're trying to do with the US TikTok. Okay. So we play the game we get to play to win. So keep in mind, the goal today would be basically rapid rescore, okay, rapid refresh. It gives you the ability to do what? The ability to block crap on your credit, put the score up 100 points, and get new credit as well. See, credit is going to help you rebalance your debt. If you've jacked up your cards past 80%, some of you 90%, 100%, it's like, oh yeah, your credit's on fire, it's in red or yellow. It has to be at 29%. That's called a sticky time when we do this, okay? It's frozen on TikTok. We're saying don't file bankruptcy unless they are about to take your house or you garnish your wages. That is correct, okay? So again, what happens is don't panic, please. If you go see a bankruptcy attorney, he or she's going to sell you bankruptcy. Find out facts first. All right, there's a lady yesterday, okay? All right, they want to take her house. She hasn't been able to pay it for a year. There's a way to take the payments, put it back of the loan. She has equity. There's ways to an appeal. There's arbitration. There's 1,000 things to do before she files a bankruptcy. No. I want her to rebuild her corporation division process, get auto income while she's going over here. You've got to do things simultaneously at the same time. Because what happens if you don't, you're not prepared. What most people do is they let themselves get backed in a corner and then they're stuck. Being stuck sucks, okay? So again, unless you're garnishing wages tomorrow, or taking your house tomorrow on a sale date, the bankruptcy, the answer is no, in my opinion. I'm not here to be CPA attorney. I would like you to learn to play the game, okay? Play the game to win, and that's the ultimate goal for all of us. So if we play this game, what is our goal? Our goal is to win the game of business. The ability to play and understand structure, rules and tools, rules and tools. And that's what the goal should always be. But again, today at 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, I will help you literally get past go. I will help you structure a blueprint of success to make sure you don't bring the pain home again. By the time I'm done with you, you'll have a 750 score. You'll protect the credit and understand rules and tools. You'll have a corporation with about 18 divisions and $100,000 a month. Then you have irrevocable trust. You're also going to have a nonprofit corporation to offset taxes. These are the ways it actually works. And you can actually change your life if you want to. The goal is very simple as we play the game to win. Always playing the game to win. And that's what we got to do today. So keep in mind today, all right, if you share the live and you help me help you, it is free, Winning the Credit Game. It's a download. All right, when you share the live, we look at that if you did it. If you get stuck, you always call the office, 800-254-9506. The ability to get answers to your questions. All right, the specialists will help guide you, but they cannot answer technical questions. That is not their job. That is my job. As the founder of the organization, we get to play the game to win. And that's what the goal should always be. Let's win the game of business. My first series I put out there in 1976. 1976, very simple. It looked like this. Had the cassettes, big black ugly ones, and we help people learn how to play the game to win. That was the goal. 1976, I got $1 million in the bank. All right, I'm driving a Lamborghini and I'm 16 years old. Going to East Coast College part-time. All right, that's just me. But again, I was born in a taxi, and my mom and dad didn't want me. I get to eat out of a trash can as well. Being homeless sucks. This is your future if you focus on auto income. That's what I've dedicated myself for my family for 50 years. For me, it is God, family, and credit. Because that's what it is. God, family, credit, God, family, money. Same thing. We have to understand to repackage ourselves the right way. Then from there, in 2000, I created something called the Blueprint of Success. That's where I created all the basically kits, all right, all the different things. The Millionaires Founders Kit, the Ray Reynolds University was created as well, and to help people step by step. And that's what we did. So from there, we gave them the books, but then you got stuck with me. Any book on finance, or you get from me out of 67 books, you're stuck with me. If you basically set up for any organization in real estate, you're stuck with me. So if you ever got one of my 67 books with the new ones coming out, you're going to get stuck with me. I'm going to read it to you. Divisions do marketing for Ray Reynolds University. Well, divisions do different things, but I named things after me because people knew it was me anyway, but I don't create liability there. So Johnny, I don't create liability to the corporations, the divisions, yes. You see, when you let your LLC do business and they sue it, they sue you. All right, if you have your LLC or piece, what do you have divisions, the divisions become the ducks or sheeps. So the reality is very simple. The division would have the problem and not the corp or you. See, if you give yourself a line of defense, you get to win the game. A line of defense is winning the game of business. Okay, the line of defense is what you're trying to do. The ability to play the game. Okay, that's what the goal should always be. So as we do these things, we play this game to win. Okay, so the bottom line is very simple. As we play the game to win for every one of us. So today, if you want, you could change your life and show up 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. I'm going to demonstrate Blueprint of Success, all right, but it's an hour and a half long. You need a tablet and pen. You need to share everything else for everyone else as you do this. So keep in mind all the things you're trying to do today. Okay? So guess what we get to do? We get to play the game to win. That's our goal for all of us. See, I turned it into a game as a kid because I didn't know any better, and I always want to win games. So winning the game of business was my first series. It's like when it came to the personal credit. I got to train Ken Yarbrough TRW. I'm the consultant. I called it winning the credit game. And I created that years ago as well. Prove it or remove it. The ability to play the game to win every step of the way. So thank you for the live Zoom. Well, the reality is, someone saying thank you. So people are making notes here still on TikTok, but again, the live's not happening because it's not working. Okay, that's happened to a lot of people this last week. Okay, what do we get to do? We get to play the game and win. The ultimate goal is basically how we play And we always want to win because we have to protect our family. God, family, money. Money, credit and money working within itself. We have to be a CFO. We have to have our score so the corporation can get more. That's the goal. The more is the division process. The ability to play the game and win every step of the way. All right, I've got to do some things around the office as we play this game today. The ability is to listen and learn. I'd like you to basically write down rapid rescore, rapid refresh. It gives us the ability to block stuff and create the limit to go up on credit and rebalance your debt. Your debt to ratio, and most times, is why your credit sucks. The debt to ratio is what happens all the time, and that's what you get hurt by. But again, if we structure correctly corporate and division process, we don't bring the pain to the corporate or the family. That's the ultimate goal. Never bring the pain home. And that's what happens all the time. We have the ability to play the game to win. And that's what the goal should always be. So I'm going to walk around the office a little bit. If you have questions, type the questions. I'm going to get basically the candles lit in my office as we play this game to win. And what do we get to do from there? If you have some questions, you get to ask as well. Okay. All right, looks like TikTok's working again, the blueprint of success. Wow, wow, wow. Wasn't that fun? Okay, not really. So here's my fear, okay? All right, we all have fears. Here's my fear, okay? That people scroll in and out all the time on social media. I started social media 10 weeks ago. I have to be honest with you. I'm just used to writing checks to, basically radio, TV, and everything else for years. And I write checks up to $10 million at times. All right, I'm on national Sirius radio and everything else. To play the game rules and tools. All right, I didn't know if I'm going to like social media, to be honest with you. Okay, I didn't know if I was going to like it. Why? Because, all right, I look at it and I get frustrated. I get frustrated that you scroll in and out of all these things every day. And then I look at Gary, who's every other word's the F word, which I don't like. He says he's encouraging people. Now I'm going into the next room, okay? So pay attention in the next room. This is the next building, okay? This is the Ray Rose University, by the way, which some of you wrote that down as well, okay? So again, what is the ideal credit score? I'm an 845 right now, but understand that, so is my wife. Now, our credit is boring for a reason. See, you think you have to use your credit, use it, and abuse it. The answer is no. My wife and my credit, ours stays at about 840, 845 right now, and they use it to review it. That's it. We don't use our credit to screw things up. We maintain a 29% to 25% debt to ratio on all cards. Now, my wife and I control millions and billions of dollars, but it's not my money. I became a corporate billionaire structure, all right, first time I was 21, okay? 2.6 billion, 26. All right, when I died in a coma in 2009, it was projected at 3.7 billion. I've incorporated 3 presidents of the United States of America. I incorporate Lakers, Clippers, and Dodgers, and Angels. I've sold more corporations on planet Earth than anybody, period. Okay, I am the largest registered agent in the world. So, all right, I just want you to know my credentials so you know I'm not full of what. Unfortunately, most people are full of what. So, when I created the winning the credit game here, that was how people, I turned it into a chess game. I became a chess master at 13. Most people wouldn't play with me, okay? That's the problem. When I created, and Ken Yarbrough and I wrote a book called File Segregation. That's what it was. I didn't like it when it was done. Ken wanted to lie. What do we get to do? Share the life, get some free goodies. In the back of the book, you'd always see me. I hold the record for the highest kick and fastest kick on planet Earth. Discipline. One of the cars in 21 car collection. One of my mansions and one of the yachts. See, I tell you the rules and tools and the truth. All right, but again, from there, when I first started, it was basically what? Winning the what? Game of business. The first series in 76. Today at 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, if you paid attention, you share this live 100%. All right, we're going to verify you shared the live. If you did not, we're not going to guide you until you do. I'm going to blackmail. No, what I'm going to do is let you understand. If you help me, I get to help you. That's the boss. I'm starting to repeat everything you've been saying. Well, good, say it. Now, okay, here's what you're going to do. From now on, how you doing? Always good. That's your answer from now on. From now on, you're going to say always good to everybody. Always good. Okay? because I want your mindset set up. I was born in a taxi. They threw me in a trash can. I think it sucks, okay? They knew who they were because they were rich and famous. They had to call back and pick me up. Then they gave me to Mrs. Hope, the she-devil from hell. So don't tell me excuses. Understand, I've studied the law and accounting since I could walk. So if you pay attention today and you share the live, we're going to talk about wrapper rescore and fluctuation. Sticky time. I'm going to repackage you my way because your way sucks. Can I be honest with you? Can I tell you the truth? Can you handle the truth? You're going to get these because they don't fluctuate. You're also going to understand that you can get 99 more of those. If I take one American Express card, gold or platinum cards, and I use my wife's cards because there's always a turd giving me crap every day. I use her cards. That's her name, Phi Julie Reynolds. Simple. What happens? Their paid overtime limit is $100,000. If I take one of these cards and I get 9 more, I got $1 million of credits off an Amex card. Your problem is the lack of knowledge, is your lack of structure, and that's why you bring the campaign home every day. Good morning, E-Cats. How are you feeling today? All right. Now, we're going to make sure you do tax balancing. You don't bring the pain home ever again. And what do you get to do? Very simple. You're going to get lines of credit. Let's write down checkbook money. You're going to take checkbook money, and you're going to basically put some money in an escrow. You're going to own the damn escrow. You have not built legacy. Your family before you didn't do it either. You're setting yourself up for probate, and that's what you're all doing today, which sucks. I don't understand. I don't understand dumb, and unfortunately you follow a lot of dumb out there. I watch people, and it's like Gary, the F word, or Mark just got out of prison. Okay, Grant's the biggest clown out there. All right, blah, blah, blah. Sell me the water. You're a loser if you don't make $400,000. This guy who just puts people down. He needs to be put in his place, okay? I don't like circus clowns. I want you today to focus on you. I want you to focus on God, family, money. Whatever you believe in, it's up to you. That's what I want you to focus on. If we structure today a rapid rescore, write down rapid rescore, rapid refresh, your score will go up 100 points in 3 weeks. You'll have the ability to get more credit because you have a problem. You need to reduce your debt to ratio. Your debt to ratio sucks. That's why you need a sticky. When I helped set up this system, I'm Ray Reynolds, the godfather of credit, period. I trained Ken Yarbrough at TRW, became a Sperian. Hold this card. Simple. And then the 29% rule. Tap the screen 1,000 times, share the live. Oh, good, I get hearts again. I hear myself hearts. Hey, I like me. I've always liked me. Okay, but I'm a private person. All right, being used and abused as a kid, I found myself at the library every day. I'd hide at the library. I'd read books and books and books. I'd average about 15 books a week. I've been studying in law and accounting since I could walk. New on the channel, can you tell me what the purpose of this channel is? Repackage you, quit screwing up your credit, okay, get a corporation, create $100,000 a month income, and never have probate. And make sure you protect your ass, and even more. All right, since you're on that new channel, check out some videos. Show up today at 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, all of you. Pacific Standard Time today, you're going to be stuck with me. Could you imagine today, I'm going to repackage your life and tell you the truth? It'll set you free. I will teach you more in one day than you learn in a lifetime about personal business credit. I guarantee that. Very simple. If you listen and learn, 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, you're going to basically get at the live. You're going to be there an hour and a half. I have a tab and a pen ready to go. The goal is very simple. See, I think you're stuck. Okay, what does that mean? I got an LLC. Good for you. Which type? There are 9 types. You see, you got Howdy Doody out there going, you sell your LLC to your trust. That is the dumbest thing I ever saw in my life. The IRS would say, what is the compensation for what you sold it for? Where'd the money go? You set yourself for a failure. Unfortunately, most of you are setting yourself up for one thing called probate. Your family before you and your family right now. You will have your LLC convert to S. All right, you have your C convert to S, because I'm going to tell you exactly how to get to the $1 million structure. I have 37 millionaire clients. I've helped 50 million people understand, all right, literally, all right, basically structure of division process. Today, your ability is to change your life. But do you want to change your life? Come on. Some of you don't want to change your life. You like to be stuck. Some of you are stuck today, okay? What does that mean, stuck? I'm going to put this down for a second because I want you to understand a couple things, okay? If today you allow me to rebuild you my way, I have $62 million of credit live on a dashboard. I'm an affiliate. I'm the guy that's not full of you know what. Guess what you get to do? Okay, you know Ron the underwriter. Well, I don't like his AI commercials and the bull crap he puts in front of him, Ron the underwriter. Okay, there's a lot of phony crap behind all that. I don't like that. I like real stuff. I'm gonna here, look at all the phony stages. No. So again, all right, I want you to understand how to structure yourself. He doesn't show you structure. He doesn't give you rules and tools, but he's gonna change your life, okay? Why don't you just hand Grant $100,000, let him invest for you, run the biggest Ponzi, and you get $4,000 a year if you're lucky. There you go. That's what he did. He bragged he gave $60 billion back, or 60 million, sorry. All right, to his basically 14,000 investors. You gave $60 million back to investors that made you a billionaire, supposedly. You brag about things, you put people down, tell me the water BS, and you tell people if they're not making $400,000, they're not a man. I mean, who the hell does that? But then the reality is very simple. He divided that 60 million by 14,000 followers, or based 14 investors, 14,000. That's $4,200 in a year. That sucks. But that's you. It's up to you. You see, today, if you play with me, you take a picture of this. There's your future. Cut to the chase, quit to the BS, and basically restructure yourself because you bring the damn pain home. You do it all the time, and that's wrong. You bring the pain home because you don't know what the heck you're doing. 100%. That's just me. I am the trainer and coach between or behind Carlton Sheets, Dave Delgado, and Russ Dalby, okay? So let's get to the trainer, the trainer, the trainer. That's me training the training, okay? That's me. But I am the oldest coach on planet Earth before anybody got there in the first place. But I'm going to help you if you share the live with everybody. Share it now. Tap the screen 1,000 times. Why? I'm going to give you the book for the kids. Okay, the kids. Starting out right. So what are they going to do? They're going to learn how to do it right. They're not going to screw up like you did. You screwed up. Sorry, you did. You don't know rules and tools. Today, 80% of your credit sucks. You're a grown-up. Man up, woman up, knock off the crap. Why does your credit suck? Because you don't know what you're doing, okay? All right, I've heard of Dave Delgado. Well, who cares? He's in the old days. Hell, how about George Putnam? I did radio shows with him years. You heard him? David Horowitz, who cares? I did things with him too. The bottom line is, as a reference as a coach for coaches, this is for your kids starting it right. Get a free download if you share the live. If you don't share the live, I'm not going to push the button and let it be free for you, period. You're going to help me, I'm going to help you. Isn't that terrible? I'm going to make sure we help each other. Wow. What do we have to do? So guess what? That's too short, all right? Well, the reality is I'm too short, huh? I don't know. That is way too short. Well, the reality is share the live, get the free download, and it won't be so short, okay? This is going to teach you the rules and tools. That's the goal. If you get one of my 67 books, by the way, I'm going to read it to you. Okay, that's right. You're going to get stuck with me, okay? And it's like today, if you basically share the live, how about I give you prove it or remove it? This is basically the first book out there, 40 years ago. It's called Winning the Credit Game. It's got all the letters for you. You can write back and put your credit in check. All right, this is what it is. So you can tell yourself it's free. You like free? See, you're going to hire one of those credit repair flakes. Then they're going to rip you off. What they're doing is against federal law. Fair Credit Reporting Act says it. You can't collect money up front, and you have to be nonprofit and a bond. All these people ripping people off, writing stupid letters. Why don't you write the letters yourself? I turned it into a chess game. I became a chess master at 13. Nobody would play with me. Okay? I don't have any BS to give you besides the truth. Credit bureaus for years had consumer credit counseling. One of my companies. Got it so far? 50 years helping people 6 days a week. Tomorrow, you can spend the day with me. You could be online with me, all right, 6 classes tomorrow. 6 classes online. And I would repackage your whole life. The specialty class tomorrow is down in Brad Street, which is supply and vendor credit. All right, so what? Are you mortgage notes to go to your new C Corp? First of all, shop whatever fuzzy. The C Corp is going to turn into S. So that's the answer to your question, hell no. That's a wrong setup. Okay, I'm always straight with everybody. Your C Corp makes money, it turns into S. S, that's the 1244. All right, the 1244. Got it so far? You get to play the game and win. Then that's what the goal should always be. So as we do this, okay. All right, so Ray Reynolds emails, my last name is, or yours last name. Okay, so we have the same last name. That's good, I guess. I was born in a taxi. Were you born in a taxi? On the way to Gardena Hospital? Mommy put me in the trash can outside the hospital. And then they said, baby in the hospital, okay? A note. They gave me a girl's name. Sucks. Went to school in Watts Torrance in Long Beach. Girl's name Buck Teeth. You had to learn to kick it or run. I've been kicking it since day one. Hey man, what's the shampoo, conditioner do you share for your brothers? I don't go into personal crap like that. It's ridiculous. Focus on this. The rapid rescore. Rapid rescore, rapid refresh. Block your crap, push the score up 100 points. Get new credit to rebalance your debt. Rebalance your debt. That's what your goal should be. Rebalancing the debt. Got it so far? If we rebalance the debt today, you learn fluctuation. All cards fluctuate. You put a sticky behind your card. Sticky, you have to. If you have a $10,000 card like this one here, 10 grand, okay, I have to keep it at 29% because it's green. If I put it at 30, I'm in the yellow, 50 is the red. So when you share this live today, you're going to get stuck with a guy that I guarantee if you do what you're told to do for the next 12 months, that equals $100,000 of income to your entity and your organization. I will guarantee if you do what you're told to do, you have a 750 score. This is a 50,000. I'll like you one of these and basically 7 of these. I want you to have 100,000 of personal credit. Why? Because you have an old blankety blank day all the time. We all do. We all do. So guess what we get to do? We all do this. And that's what happens to all of us as we build our lives. These don't fluctuate. Those do not fluctuate at all. So what do we get to do? We get to play the game to win. Okay? And that's what we get to do. I want you to win the game of business because it is a game. It's always been a game. So as we play this game to win, I just want to screenshot that. Someone keeps asking about my shampoo. All right? Who cares? Okay? Who cares? Okay? So again, let's focus on you. Today, today's the 30th. Write it down. Today. See, here's your problem. You're going to scroll through basically social media, TikTok, and all those things, and you're going to screw it up. You didn't gain a damn thing. You've been having the same rerun your whole life. Again and again and again. Stop it. Today, at 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, you're stuck with me. I will help put you in check and get you past go. We will help you basically understand how to play the game to win. First of all, it is God, family, money. My wife and I became one 20 years ago because family equals husband and wife is one. Then we're going to, all right, look at money. Money and credit. We're going to structure our family so we don't bring the pain home ever again. That's what we did. Okay? I own nothing, but I control millions and billions. I own nothing at all. 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Look at your watch. Okay? Double check the watch. It is 4:33, or excuse me, 4:43 right now in the morning. Look at your time zone. Let's understand how it works. Time zone. 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. You're stuck with me. All right? Basically, what happens, we're going to create a blueprint. We're going to talk about SS5, SS4, and what you need to do in your structure. Share the live now. All right, I'm going to give you articles of corporation for free. In any state you want, you click it in the link tree. I'll give permission to do that. You're going to get starting out right for the kids. All right, you're going to read it as well because you're missing your pieces. And then on top of that, you're going to get winning the credit game. I don't want you to hire a credit repair flaky company. I want you to understand what needs to be done. If you put yourself in a rapid rescore today, thank you cats, all the goodies. A rapid rescore, rapid for today. Your score goes up 100 points, okay? Within an average of 90 days. So I'm going to say 3 weeks because that's what happens. All right, 100 points. What does that give us the ability to do? That means if we needed more credit to rebalance our debt, that's what would happen. We'd rebalance the debt. That would be the ultimate goal, rebalance the debt. Because your debt to ratio sucks. That's why 80% of you have crappy credit. Your debt to ratio sucks, and the reality is you're basically bringing the pain home. You will have, listen carefully, the structure for your family and CFO. You will not bring the pain home again, okay? All right? So man to man, all right, considered family. Well, guess what? Family is very simple. All right, whatever it is in life, you got to realize. Husband and wife for me, we became one. That's what it is. Mr. Reynolds, done what you told me to do. Fantastic. Let's get to the other pieces. What are we going to do today? We're going to restructure your life. You're going to have your 750 score guarantee if you do what I tell you to do. You're going to take your LLC, turn it into S, because I said so. Okay, you're going to take your C Corp, turn it into S. And then we're going to have a nonprofit corp, offset taxes. Then we're going to have irrevocable trust. That is bulletproof, so if they try to sue you, they cannot screw you ever again. But then you have a problem. The car you drive today is registered to you. It's registered to you. So your car registration to you today is the dumbest thing you do. Sorry. Why? It's very simple. Let's understand. If you're in a bumpity bump today, they sue the registered owner. You have all these bloodsucker attorneys everywhere out there on radio and TV and billboards on the freeway. If they sue the registered owner, it's you, they sue your spouse too, and you just brought the pain home. Why would you do that to yourself? The car needs to be registered to a division. A division. So let's write the division process. 1985. Okay, I had a problem in 1984. 1984, my life was very simple. I owned about 11 Shakey's pizzas. I owned basically Subways, shopping centers, and 31 flavor ice creams. And I am the king of satellite television, manufacturing, distribution worldwide. I'm making money. I'm enjoying myself, okay? I have billions and billions of dollars of structure. Now, California has a franchise tax fee. I got a letter in the mail that says I have to pay that per corporation. That would have been $1.2 million. That sucks. I went to Sacramento, California, and asked the basic question. Could I create an entity, Peter, under a corporation with no franchise tax fee? So in 1985, I created a division process. It was approved by all 50 states, okay? So a division is the duck and the sheep. Right now, sorry, you are a duck and a sheep, and they sue you, they screw you up. Your LLC, oh goody, it's online. They sue it, they sue you. They sue it, they sue you. This is the problem. You did not create a line of defense, okay? A line of defense. So basically, what do we do? Okay, bro, that is the way too long. Well, the reality is too long. It's up to you, okay? All right, 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. If that's too long, then you miss out. It's up to you. What do? We spend an hour and a half, bro, on the tablet and pen, and we make sure we create a blueprint for ourselves and our family, okay? We have to put basically as you structure things. Can I put my assets, such as a house, in a trust if it still has a active loan? Hell yes. But understand, assets. The car is registered to a division because that's liability. Unfortunately, online, what you see, you can only write off so much of the car. 21 cars in a car collection of $12 million. This is a Lamborghini. You want to play? It's simple. They don't mind. They register the divisions because I wouldn't be dumb enough to put it in my name. That makes no sense. So they're making fun of your tie. Well, people make fun of stupid things all the time. They have nothing better to do. That's okay. So what do? All right, we play the game to win. All right, so basically here, after starting the S Corp, first of all, you don't start an S Corp until you make money. Because S Corp, you disclose it to the IRS under the 1244, who the hell you are. S stands for stupid and smart. You did it before you made money, stupid. If you do it when you make money, call it smart. LLCs are turning into S all the time because that's what they should be done. But that's how we play the game to win. No problem. If we play, we win the game. So today, if you share the live with people, okay, at 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, we're going to invite you. This is basically my first series that I created in 1976. I am the original coach, flat out, period, before all these people going out doing the circus clowns. This is winning the game of business, 1976. All right, I have $1 million in the bank. I'm driving a Lamborghini. I'm 16, going to Orange Coast College part-time. So let's cut to the chase, okay? Then I created Millionaires Founders Kit, all right? Because I wanted to have this structure of 12 books, CDs, and help you get to the $1 million dream. I am the coach of coaches. I coached Carlton Sheets people, Dave Delgado, and Russ Dalby people years ago too. Okay, radio and TV for 50 years, no problem. So if you share the live today, share the live, you're going to have a way to play the game. My race cars and motorcycles, okay, literally are, and boats, are division process. And that's what you have to understand. By divisions, do you mean trust? Hell no. Okay? See, now you're guessing. And the problem with guessing, it sucks. A division is not a damn trust. And the reality is the only trust you want is irrevocable trust, like John D. Rockefeller did in 1934. He didn't leave probate as a thing. All of you are setting stuff for probate now, your family before you, and you're all going to get stuck into probate. Congratulations, because you didn't protect your assets. You didn't have your what? CFO for you and your family, God, family, money. You didn't have your S Corp set up from LLC or C Corp to S. You did not have your nonprofit and your irrevocable trust. Do what I just said and you'll bulletproof yourself for life. You won't pay tax either. Your paycheck is taxed because you don't understand it. Okay? See, here's what happens today. Someone picking on the tie. All right, he's going to trip over his own feet today. What happened? See, every time you are a turd, something happens, you don't realize it happens because you basically were a jerk. How's that? So what it is, you're going to stub your toe. You're going to have a flat tire on the way to work. It just happens. Why? Because you need to understand, always good, focus on the truth and rules and tools. If we play the game. What is the goal with me? I want to repackage your life. 37 millionaire clients so far, and I've helped 50 million people. Today, not tomorrow, today, you get that tablet and pen in front of you at 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. You cut to the chase, okay? And you basically repackage your life and basically understand how to play. If you don't, that's your problem. Your problem is you, all right? I'd like later today for you to find a mirror. I'd like you to fire yourself because you did a shitty job. Isn't that terrible? I'm going to put you in check because I have 62 billion, all right, of credit cards. Isn't that fun? Or 62 million. I control billions and billions of dollars all the time. But I don't do the things you do. How Rockefeller set up his trusts for generations. Well, what happens is very simple. Rockefeller 34 had an irrevocable trust. Rockefellers, Gettys, Kennedys, Fords, even Trumps, they have this set up so they don't pay any damn tax. If you don't set up that way, that's your problem. You get a paycheck, it's taxed. But your income should be your lifestyle and break even. You should be doing tax balancing instead you're doing, woo, that's about it. 80% of your credit sucks because you used the wrong credit. You jacked up the wrong damn card. Your utilization sucks as well, Jones. But again, you get to play the game. Okay? So then what's the difference? Explain divisions. Go to the class at 3 o'clock today, Pacific Standard Time. If not, don't learn it. It's simple. Okay? So it's simple. Learn, grasshopper, 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. You get to play, and I'll show you exactly how it's done. If you don't show up, then that's your problem. Okay? Your problem is you anyway. Your credit sucks today, most of you. Your credit score is bad because why? Okay? You get to have this problem you have today. Share the live. Share the live. What am I going to do? I want to get you your free articles of corporation for free. I don't just spend thousands of dollars. I want you to have starting out right for your kids and read the book as well. I want you to basically have winning the credit game for free. Why not? See, I help people all the time for free. Isn't this fun? Companies pay me $30,000 a day. I have a 750 score. Oh, is that good? Yes, it's good. I'll get everybody 750. But again, what do? You get to play the game to win. See, here's the thing. Your 750 score is great. Fantastic. You protect your family. But if you don't do what I tell you about the house, the car, and everything else, they sue you, they screw you up. If you don't listen, that's your own damn fault. You're setting yourself up for probate. It makes no sense. I have amazing credit and want to set up my corporation the right way. Well, number one, all right, you're going to start a C Corp. I'm going to pause for a second. You're going to go in the link tree because you share the live today, and we're going to give you the C Corp in any state you want to. I don't want an LLC. I don't like circus clowns, okay? All LLCs are turning into S. They have to. They have no choice. Here is a book. It's called The Minutes and Bylaws. This is the Bible of a corporation or an LLC, okay? An LLC is a limited liability company, but the Supreme Court said it's a legal person, is in a corporation, period. Your LLC turns into an S. If you have this in your possession, Billy, Bob, what do? Here's our problem, okay? If you have this in your possession, what do? Your LLC's online, Secretary of State's website, they sue you. You have all the certificates in your possession. They say certificate of ownership in this book. They say you're the general manager. You're the managing what? Of the organization. You're a duck and a sheep. When they sue your LLC, they sue you. So an LLC becomes what? An S Corp. A C is double tax. It has to be S as well. You have the ability to understand rules and tools. Build the foundation for you and what you need to do. Share the life, share the life, share the life with everybody. Why? I want you to eat your articles for free today. Free. Okay? I want you to have winning the credit game for free. Okay? So you understand you don't have to hire credit repair flaky companies. I want you to have the book for your kids, and then I want you to read it as well, starting it right. This is the problem. Okay? All right? It's like somebody making comments about the corp, this, and the trust. I'm sorry, you're doing a half-ass, job. You are. Your lack of knowledge sucks. You hire an attorney, and he or she gets you the retainer, they suck your money dry, you settle the case anyway. You have to. What case did you ever win when you have an attorney getting a retainer? Okay? You don't usually win at all. You solve the problems. So again, I got to walk around the office and get prepared. I want to make sure I didn't miss any comments. If you miss one, it's very simple. All you have to do is what? Say it again or put DME and we'll call you right away. On the IRS, there is no section for, hell, what the hell are you talking about? All right, there's no section. Give me a damn break. Okay? All right, it's called 1244. Look it up. Okay? See, here's the problem with basically shop with Freezy or Fuzzy or whatever it is that's scrolled. Okay, sorry. Don't be offended if I screw this up a little bit. The IRS has two forms. You have a 2553 and a 1244. That's how you convert it to S Corp. It's simple. When you get your minute book and bylaws, it's in the first part of the book. So please don't tell me there's no section of S Corp. That's bullshit. Say that out loud. Am I allowed to say that? I don't like people making dumb comments. I'm sorry. I just want to correct you, and I want you to do it my way because your way sucks. Isn't that terrible? All right, isn't agency supposed to be put balance at 0? Hell no. All right, files 1099-C. Well, the 1099-C, why don't you have them pay a division of a corporation? Well, they don't want to do that? Then have a division of you and do it anyway. See, your problem, Billy, is you don't know what you're doing. Congratulations. If they don't want to pay an entity of a corporation, you do division of you anyway, and you bank the damn check under the tax ID. Where you bank the money is where you pay the tax. Okay? Billy, you need to restructure your life. You're doing it wrong. Okay? In theory. I don't give a shit about theory. I care about facts. Always have. All right? Transparency. Repost it. Okay? All right, from here, let's see. All of my assets are in an LLC. Fantastic. Matt Black, you're doing it wrong. Congratulations. Goody, goody, goody. Today, if you sue the LLC, they get to sue Matt and they sue his wife, and you lose all your assets. What you're doing, I'm sorry, sir, is wrong. That's kind of dumb. 800-254-9506. Jay put it out there. Thank you, Jay. I'm amazing. I have amazing credit. Good for you. Who gives a crap? Build the corporation and division process. Your credit's reviewed. That's it. It's reviewed to make sure you're a qualified CFO. My wife and I maintain an 845 right now. Our credit is to be reviewed only. It's simple. If you play the game to win. Okay, send love so much. Fantastic. I love that, Darianne. You love. Let's share the love with everybody. Okay, what do we get to do? Okay, I'm just going back to make sure I didn't miss any of these. Share the life, share the life. That's what we need to do. 750, I answered that one as right. Okay, where do you sign up? Well, the reality is very simple. In the link tree, Mickey, all right, or Mikey, I'm sorry. All right, please forgive me if I screw these things up. They screw pretty fast. You call the live, talk to a specialist right away. DM now. Get to the point you get to the free webinar this afternoon at 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. You want to talk to a specialist? DM now. Every one of you DM and make sure you call the office at 6:30 in the morning. It's only 5 o'clock here. It's an hour and a half from now. What does this mean? 800-254-9506. What would that do? Change your life. Change your life. Is that the goal? Yes or no? And you want to change your life? I think you're stuck. I think that sucks. Is that okay? All right, so guess what? So again, what do we all do? We juggle, struggle. We have to, because you're guessing on things you're trying to do. You're guessing. How have you ever had any testify against any or a client or else on fraud? Well, the reality is what happens is the corporation can get sued. They would sue you. But if you have a division process, you get to win the goal. Let's put it this way. Your bank sued me in 96. All banks. I sued them back. Okay, what happened? I won. They wanted to have divisions as separate bank accounts. I said, hell no. I proved in a court of law with all the banks beating me up that the divisions are entitled to be on the same bank account, up to 75. So the reality is, yes, I haven't been sued, but I sue back. You know, I sued the Better Business Bureau. Did you know that in 79? I proved they're a fraud. How Rockefeller set up the trust. Okay, yes, because he didn't bring the pain home like all of you. And they made sure generation. Okay? Remove the trust loophole. No. All right, you understand how you do structure, okay? You can do or not do. I joined late. Can we quickly explain? I already did that in division process. Show up to the 3 o'clock. Okay. All right, did that. I'm just double checking, make sure I don't miss any. That'll help you. When do you go IRS site? There's no section. Again, you already said that again. It's a form. If you pay attention, you look at the damn form because you're completely wrong. Okay? Unfortunately, I'm right, you're wrong, and that's what I'm going to tell you all the time. My way created millions and billions. Did yours? Again. So again, what do we get to do? We get to play the game to win. So guess what we have? The goal is simple. So if we play, do you want to win or not? It's simple. I like God, family, money. God, family, money, okay? That's what we should focus on. I'm just trying to make sure I didn't miss any. That's all I'm looking to do. All right, so then I'll go from there. If I miss anything, all right, repeat it or DM in the link tree. And what happens is very simple. One of my specialists will call you right away. I want you at the 3 o'clock this afternoon. I want you there. I want you to prepare with a tablet and pen in front of you. I want your credit cards in front of you as well. Thank you for joining the fan club. And then I want to teach you rules and tools. And I'm going to guarantee you'll learn more in an hour and a half from me than you ever learned in your life about personal business credit. I'll guarantee it, okay? All I see out there, Tom, is a bunch of basically circus clowns. What do? We have some fun. So the goal today is like anything else. I mean, I've incorporated 3 presidents of the United States of America. There's one right there. Even Fishborn and Mama. We're Lakers, Clippers, and Dodgers, and Angels. I am the largest registered agent in the world. Do you understand that? I've sold more corporations than anybody on this planet. If you play, you learn the rules and tools. But it's up to you. We're going to go in the next building. If we listen, we learn. We can play the game and what it is, winning the game of business. I wrote that when I was 15 years old, put it out there at 16, having $1 million in the bank. At 16, what did you have in your bank account? Did you even have a bank account? I'm driving a Lamborghini going to Coast College part-time. I basically focus on looking at one thing, going in the call center now, okay? For me, I was used and abused as a kid. It sucked. All right? For me, I didn't like people. I didn't like the abuser. I didn't like eating out of a trash can. I thought that sucked too. I found myself at the library every day as a little kid. What is the goal? Cleaning out the donuts. I went to the donut store this morning at 2 o'clock in the morning. Here's the break room for the employees. So, reading about 15 books a week. That's what I was working on. And I studied law and accounting my whole life. I am the original coach out there if you check it out. All right, and I'm the one I'm the coach changing the coaches, okay? I don't care if it's Dave Delgado, Carlton Cheats, or Russ Dalby's people. So if you want to listen for the rules and tools, you get to play the game and win. In the back of our call center, it always says one thing. Make a friend, make a buck. Why? Our employees are trained to get to know you first. Okay, first of all, I don't need your money. Okay, I basically haven't had a paycheck in 40 years, and I created my first billion at 21 years old through corporate structure. I dedicated myself to help people because I get bored. Simple. The team here, they want to sell you something. Of course they do. That's what sales does. But they're going to make a friend first and make a buck. You got to understand, we got to get to know each other first. That's the most important thing. Okay, and this is Tana. Okay, and that's what we get to do. My ultimate goal is to build, okay, I did come back here, strong reputation with the banks that I thought the answer for C Corp. No, 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 no. All right, you want a relationship with the banks? Understand I'm an affiliate to banks as well. What do? We get big Chase Bank. All right, your corporation will have a Chase Bank account because I said so. Okay? You will have personal cards. You will have business cards. Chase doesn't charge interest up to 22 months. If you allow my dashboard to give you the credit, I'll build you $1 million. If not, do it on your own. And understand Chase has a 524 rule. Write down 524. See, if you don't master these things and rules and tools, you're going to screw up your whole life. And most of you do this all the time. You screw up. Lack of knowledge is our stupidity. We're not stupid. We do dumb all the time. All right, we go into the paralegal department. Simple. What do? That's what they do. They get to win. They get to help you. If you want them to do the work for you, they will. We do it or you do it. That's how it is. Okay, as we play this game. Our IT engineer, his name is Daniel. He's a genius. And he rebuilds us all the time and does things for us as well. I've written 67 books so far that are out there helping people. Okay, you get some downloads today, Winning the Credit Game. The book for the kids if you tap the screen and you share the live with other people. In your articles, the corporation are free today. So you who wants to get a relation with the bank, we have to have personal business cards first, then we get a line of credit. The line of credit, if you do what I tell you to do, Chase will give you a tier 2 or 3. Again, how to play, how to win. But it's up to you. I got to go to the restrooms and light their candles, okay? Well, it's very simple, all right? Do another Zoom call, all right? Will you? I don't know. I had fun yesterday. It was good. In other words, after the presentation at 3 o'clock yesterday, okay, I decided to do a Zoom call, all right? We did something years and years ago, okay? This is the ladies' restroom, okay? So, years and years ago, we had something called Ask Ray, okay? So, Robert Shapiro, all right, myself, all right, all this, Harold Stokes, all of these things, Ken Yarborough, all right, Ask Ray became LegalZoom if you don't know that. How's that? Okay, but then I was in a coma in 2009, and my tax attorney decided to trick my wife to sign a POA. It's called a power of attorney, by the way. And he stole my $3.7 billion. What are we going to do? Be a whiny baby? Fight for it, but what do I do next? I rebuild it again. If you can build it once, you can do it again and again. Come on, this is ridiculous. We have RRs throughout the office, okay? This is our vice president's office. His name is Santos. He's got 35 years in real estate, and he lines up your escrows for you. That's a franchise. That's a Wendy's. That's a Jack in the Box. That's a storage unit. That is what? A laundromat, car wash. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, I wrote the first books on car washes and laundromats 47 years ago. So what happens? You listen and learn, and you do what you're told to do. Isn't that terrible? I'm going to boss you around because I don't like your way. I think your way sucks. I think you bring the pain home. I believe you never had to do it in the first place. But that's just my opinion, okay? So today, or if you listen and learn, you get to play my way because I don't like your way. Sorry. I don't bring the pain home to my wife and my family. You do. Why do you? It's a lack of knowledge. Sorry. It's the truth. Your lack of knowledge is why you bring the pain home every day. Why would you do that to yourself when you never had to? Will I do another Zoom today? I don't know. I had fun. I like clients. He's been a client in his family for 35 years. You see, the reality is very simple. All right, you're afraid to do something today. Why are you afraid? Because you've been ripped off by friends and family or other people. And the bottom line is you have to understand how to play the game. My credit is bad right away. Okay, it's simple. This is just Dusty, okay, B. Rapid rescore. Let's write it down. If every one of you in a rapid rescore today, not tomorrow, today, your score in 3 weeks would go up and away. 3 weeks, okay? If you do what you're told. Now, a rapid rescore, I created a rapid score, if you look online, 49 years ago. It's for mortgage companies. You'll see the word DR Rentals, you'll see Pastor Rentals, or you see Hey You, and that's me. Simple. I built 60 billion for my clients and myself as original coach to all these people out there, rich and famous people. So if you do a rapid rescore today, not tomorrow, all right, this is Roland, again, understand, rapid today, refresh, your score will go up about 100 points. That 100 points will be in the next 3 weeks. Why would I want your score to go up? Because your debt to ratio sucks. You jacked up the wrong damn card on you. You went past 29%. These don't fluctuate, these do. Why don't you have stickies behind every damn card? What's wrong with you? Stickies. These fluctuate, these don't. What card do you jack up? This. When you jack up your credit, you drop your score, you get stuck, can't get any more. You backed yourself in a corner. You didn't learn rules and tools. Why? Because you've been not paying attention to me. I've been teaching and preaching for 6 days a week for 50 years. Where the hell have you been? That's on you. If you share the live today, I want you to download Winning the Credit Game for free. If you share the live, I want you to get your articles of incorporation for free if you don't have them. You just found you, okay? You just found you, okay? Well, then stay tuned. We're going to have fun. If you have kids, I want you to download the form and the book for kids for high school and college. Share the live, okay? So understand, just found you, thank you, understand. I want to give you everything I can, as much as I can, to get you to understand through here. What does that mean? I want you to get the book for your kids. Starting it right. It's a free download if you share the live. If not, you don't share it. You don't get it. Simple. Buy it online. It's $20. There you go. Would you like a free download? Share the live, share the live, share the live. Where are they located at? Well, they're in the link tree below. Link tree is them. DM me. Every one of you DM me, and I'll have a specialist call you, and they'll basically interview with the 10 steps. Today, they'll interview with the 10 steps. Share the love to have the book. Well, what happens, Laura? It's very simple. This is for the kids. I want the kids to understand in high school and college, not to screw up like you did. Sorry, you all screwed up. We all do. Why? Because we didn't know about debt to ratio. When I helped set up the system, I'm Ray Reynolds, the consultant for basically Ken Yarbrough, security chief at TRW, became a Spirit in 96. This is your future. Take a picture. There's your future. All right? I want to, this year, now listen very carefully. I want this year, your structure set up. All right? If it's an LLC, you'll convert it to S because I said so. C Corp S. And what are we going to do? That structure is going to have 18 divisions. You will create $100,000 a month auto income. That is your legacy. You'll build a real legacy this time. Your family before you stuck you in probate. You're sticking your next generation to probate because you're not planning to create it the right way. Everybody's listening to the circus clowns online. I started going TikTok 10 weeks ago. I've got 27,000 followers. How am I doing so far? Okay? But I decided not to just write checks to Sirius Radio and TV. That's all I've done all my life, write big checks. Now I'm on TikTok for 10 weeks. Fantastic. Share the live, share the live. And what do we get to do? I give you free downloads. I give you free stuff. I repackage you and show you how to do it yourself for free. If not, I'll do it for you as well. What would let's see, would you please put the mat back up? I did get a picture. Okay, this is basically a mouse pad. How's that? There you go. Take your picture. Here's your future. Now, when I created Winning the Game of Business, 1976, understand that, 1976. Winning the Game of Business. I have $1 million in the bank, okay? I'm driving a Lamborghini part-time to Orange Coast College, and I'm 16. What the blank did you do? I don't understand. I'm an orphan, or I got put in a trash can being born. Mommy and Daddy didn't want me. I didn't like being used and abused. Got it so far? I fought to get out of hell, and what did I do? Very simple. I basically went to the library. They said I'd hide at the library all the time. No, I was reading books. The only way out of hell is knowledge. So today, if you share the live, you get this book called what? Winning the Credit Game. It's free. I want you to rebuild your credit yourself. If not, my paralegals will help you. I want you to rapid rescore today. Rapid rescore, rapid refresh. I want you to get this for your kids. I want them to understand rules and tools so they don't screw it up. Absorb knowledge. I love knowledge. Hey, I love knowledge. But I became a very private person. Why? Because I didn't like being used and abused. I don't have friends. I don't have friends. I haven't had friends in a long time. Don't want them. All they ever do is use and abuse you. Hell, I don't want friends. I stayed in my own circle. Okay? The woman I'm married to 20 years ago got in too deep, so I couldn't let her go. My wife and I became one. So I'm going to tell you flat out, very simple. God is first. Family means husband and wife is one. And then I'm going to say money and credit. Okay, that's the goal. Share the live today, 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Know your time zone, please. It is 5:15 in the morning, 5:15, okay? I want you to look at your time now, your clock, what time is it? So that way you know the difference between Pacific Standard Time, Central Mountain, whatever it is. Make sure you're online, live, okay? 3 o'clock this afternoon. I'm going to go live again. I'm going to spend an hour and a half. If you're going to listen, you're going to have to what? You have 7:15 and we have 4:15. So you're 3 hours difference, okay? So understand that. Again, you readjust your clock. Tell your phone to remind you to wake up and shake up. We're going to spend an hour and a half together. You're going to write down, and I'm going to show you step by step how to create your own blueprint. From there, I'm going to give you opportunities if you want me to do it with you, for you again, and create your goal list for you. You're going to have your credit score, 750. You're going to understand sticky and fluctuation. You're going to understand these don't fluctuate, the other ones do. You're going to understand these are lines of credit, up to 150. You're going to take checkbook money and you're going to invest into an escrow. You're going to own 25% of a storage unit, laundromat, car wash, Wendy's restaurant, or Jack in the Box. I bought my first Jack in the Box when I was 19. Why didn't you? I got basically 22,000 payphones at 17 and a half. That's 6.6 million a month. I have my 19 houses. You can find out everything I tell you is true. It's online. It's very simple to understand. I'm Ray Reynolds, the godfather of credit. 60 billion of credit for my clients and myself over the years. If you don't pay attention, that's you. That's your problem. You're not satisfied. You're not happy. You're stuck in that damn rat race. Okay? And what you're going to do is get past go. Refocus on you. God, family, money. God, family, money, and credit. Simple. LLC, LLP, C Corp, S Corp, nonprofit, PC. What do you get to do? You get to have a corporation or entity owning division process. Division process was set up and created by me in 1985-86. I got it approved by all people. How do I do a wrapper rescore? Well, the wrapper rescore is a system you put yourself into. If you do it today, let's say you did it today, I'd tell you to call the office at 800-254-9506. I'd say do it today. Why? I want your score up in 3 weeks, 4 weeks. Okay? If you don't put your score up, how am I going to help you with debt to ratio? Most of you jacked up your credit cards. Okay? They're jacked up right now, past 29%. If we create more credit, block crap, push scores up, you can rebalance your debt. If that doesn't work, you have to get supply credit to turn it into cash. Okay? Very simple. So what do we get to do? We have to learn to play the game. I want you in a wrapper rescore to block your crap. I want wrapper rescore to push your scores up in the next 4 weeks, 100 points. I want to rebalance your debt because your problem is you brought the pain home because you didn't know what you're doing. So it's very simple. Marley, is we got to play the game to win. All cards fluctuate but two. I'm going to analyze you. Let's write it down. If you're in a wrapper rescore today, okay, let's say you called the office at 800-254-9506, and you get yourself in a rapid today. I want them to analyze your credit for me, and I want to look at it personally. I want them to put you in an analyzation class with me. So whoever does a wrapper rescore today, getting hold of the office right away this morning, wrapper rescore, you call and say, hey, Ray told me to do a wrapper rescore. It's Ray, Pastor Reynolds, or Dr. Reynolds, or hey you, it's simple. So you tell them I need a wrapper rescore. They sign up for that. At the bonus, I'm going to have them rebuild your credit for free. I'm going to make sure you analyze for free, for the fun of it. So if you want a wrapper rescore today in our team working for you or paralegals, I want to rebuild your credit for free. All right, on top of that, what I want to do, I want to make sure you're in a wrapper rescore, and I want to analyze you myself. Then I want to give you $10,000 of credit. How's that? I need to give you new credit on my dashboards because your credit probably sucks. So I'll give you up to $10,000 because what I always do is very simple. I tend to give people anywhere from 5 to 10 times their money they invest in a program. Why not? I've done that for 50 years. It's fun. See, your problem is I want to shock you. I want to show you I'm not full of crap. And that's the problem. You going in social media all the time, you're watching circus clowns. If you basically structure, well, it depends on the wrapper refresh they do. They charge $500 to $1,000, depends on what you get with it. But again, that's what you would do. Wrapper rescore, block the credit, push the scores up 1,000 points plus. It's It's 100 points in 3 weeks, 4 weeks. And what do you get to do? They're going to rebuild your credit for free. They're going to basically analyze you for free. And on top of that, what they're going to do, they're going to tell you, we're going to give you a $10,000 credit card for your having your credit built. See, most of your credit limits suck. You jacked up your credit. That sucks too. So if we rebuild it, I give you one of my cards. One of my cards, all right, for $5,000 to $10,000 on your personal credit. I'm an affiliate. I get to use live cards and add you to a card in an agreement if you sign the agreement. That allows me to get separate billing when I give you a card for you. I don't believe in trade line crap because it's not your credit. So what happens? How much is it for credit repair? We don't do credit repair, Rebecca. We will hold your hand and rebuild you. Okay, again, that's what's going to happen. Credit repairs are fraud. No one can collect money up front to do that in the first place, and they're all doing it anyway. So I would say, basically, let's rebuild you instead because we have to analyze you. Until we see your credit report and analyze you, wrap or rescore, block the crap, get you some new credit, how are we going to know about how to put your credit back on track? You have to rebuild yourself. Credit repair rips creditors off. They write stupid letters. Not mine, not kind of late. Do you want to do credit repair or credit rebuilding? Get the free download called Winning the Credit Game. All rules and tools are right there. Simple. All the codes, all the laws right there. Free. There you go. Then you can save yourself some money. If you share the live today, you're going to get the book that belongs to the kids in high school and college. Okay, got them. Glad you spoke the truth on that. I need to know to rebuild. That's the goal. You have to tell the truth. What good is it to lie? Okay? Lies don't last forever. See, the buyer's a liar, the agent is the broker, is the contractor. I'm going to tell you the truth. Not everybody likes me, and everybody likes you, but it's the truth. I don't need your money. Do you understand that? I do what I do for 50 years because I'm bored. Okay? This keeps me busy, and that's the ultimate goal. Winning the Credit Game, my first series. This is starting it right for the kids in high school and college. What do? Share the live. Get these things for free. I am with a debt management program. Jeff, you're being screwed over. Sorry to say, but you are. Unless our nonprofit's a bunch of crap. Okay? Sorry. Let us analyze you and see what we need to do to help you. You're going to find out they told you not to pay your bills and your credit went to crap. Good morning, Brandy. Brandy is our GM, all right, and she's here to help you as well. Okay? What should I do? Jeff, you need to have us analyze you because what you're in is a debt consolidation program. And I had consumer credit counseling and all the credit bureaus years ago, nonprofit. If they told you not to pay your bills, you're screwing up your credit worse. When you're done getting pissed off with them for 3 years, you're going to go, crap. Let us analyze you today, Jeff. Call 800-254-9506. Talk to the team. Tell them I told you flat out what you do today is very simple. We're going to do rapid rescore. Every one of you is going to do a rapid rescore, rapid refresh today. Push your score up and away as fast as it can. You're going to learn your debt to ratio. We're going to analyze you for free if you get into rapid rescore today. We're going to rebuild you for free. All right? Simple. We're going to give you up to $10,000 of credit line, all right, to you personally as it is. That's free if you get into rapid rescore. Can I pay them on monthly payments? Of course you can. Work with them. Work with them. They're going to work with you. As Jay said and put here, and Brandy says, Jay, 800-254-9506. I want you to understand, Lawrence. All right, you share the live, you get all the goodies in that as well. That's good. Peaceful as well, you do the same thing. What do? Eat cats again. 800-254-9506. Now, what happens is very simple. What if you have excellent credit? What do I sell? Here's your excellent credit. Let's look at the credit. Let's analyze you. Let me add history to your credit file, and I will get you basically up to $1 million of credit. Up to you. Then we're going to look at positioning your LLC, C Corp, S Corp, and we're going to build credit to that. Then the corporation has $1 million of credit. Then you're going to daisy chain it per division. Then you're going to take escrow money, and you're going to take it from a line of credit. You're going to call it checkbook money. Checkbook money, line of credit is a checkbook you write to an escrow. You buy auto income. See, some of you, 20% of you have good credit. Your problem is you. You don't know what the hell you're doing. If we were today, and you share the live with the link tree and everything else I tell you to do, all right, if you get stuck, call the office, they'll get you unstuck. If they don't find out you shared the live, they're not going to give you the links. If you share the live, they give you the links. Here's your future. Take a picture. You're going to create auto income. Auto income, write it down. I wrote the first book on laundromats and car washes years ago. Your goal is to own it, not run it. Got it so far? Own it, not run it. All right, storage unit. A storage unit is a great business to replace income. That's all it does. It doesn't make you rich. It gives you the income you're looking for. It adds income to you and your family. But your paycheck, by the time I'm done with you, you will break even. You'll be doing tax balancing. All right, got a lot of work to do. Went to the office as well. Good morning, good evening, Mindy. There's Brandy saying good morning to you as well. So let's do this. Today, 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. I would like you to be online for an hour and a half. Have your tab and pen ready. Look at your time. Right now we have 5:25 in the morning, 5:25. What time zone are you in? Look at your clock. What time is it now? So again, you look at your time, 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. You'd probably add the difference between the time for you. I don't want you to be late. Now, will I do, someone keeps asking, am I going to do another Zoom today? Well, I did my Zoom call yesterday. It was kind of fun after the TikTok and everything else because I just got to answer questions. And I get to have people that have been clients for 30, 40 years, been following me and changing their life since day one. Share the live, DM, call the office, 800-254-9506. The Zoom was great. It was great. I had a lot of fun. I don't know if I'll do it again. I'm thinking about it. We'll see what happens today. Stay tuned. There's more. No, my info commercial, I started this. Wait, there's more. I should have trade named that. Wait, there's more. All right, but I had the #1 info commercial out there for years. Share the live, get the free books and stuff, get the free articles. Get stuck, 800-254-9506. If they verify you shared the live, you can't find things, they'll help you. They're not going to give you the free stuff if you didn't share the live. That's just the way it works. But I want you all in a rapid rescore. Rapid rescore today. It'll push your score up. We will tell you what to do. We will rebuild you for free. All right, we will put you in a rapid rescore. We'll analyze you for free as well. And what's going to happen is very simple. All right, we're going to get your score up and away. We will make your CFO ready. We're also going to add today, if it's done today, okay? We're going to add a $10,000 credit card for between 5 to 10. Rapid answer your questions about $500 to $1,000. Again, this is what you need to make payments as well. Call the office, 800-254-9506. Get in a rapid rescore today, not tomorrow. Show up today at 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. I'll be on social media. I might do another Zoom call right after that. We'll see what's staying tuned. And that's where you have your friends and family show up as well. Change your life. Let me change your life and help you every step of the way. Peacefully, all right, practice, no problem. God, family, money. Let's do our best. Let's show up at 3 o'clock today. Let God do the rest. Amen to that too. 800-254-9506. And always remember at the end of the day, it's very simple, all right? God loves us all.